Hi, I'm here talking to Simon from PredictX. So Simon, tell me, why is it so important for you to be here at the Business Travel Show Europe?
I think it's always important every year for us to show up, but this year is especially poignant given the thing that you're used to hearing about. The last 18 months, obviously, we've been doing what most people are doing, which is continuing reacting and evolving into the environment that the pandemic's put us in. I think this year, being here today is especially great because it's great to see some old friends. It also gives us an opportunity we've not had for really 18 months to start to make some new ones, to talk directly face to face with such a mass of people about what the problems are that they're facing today, and certainly how some of the solutions that we've been developing over the last few months and how they can play their part in helping people as they move from a situation where we have been into to a return to travel and to an evolved travel environment.
So you mentioned there, obviously, we have had a very challenging 18 months. What have you guys been up to in that time?
So we started really, if I can think back sort of beginning of 2020, we started and we had to very quickly pivot with our solutions. And one of the things that we've been able to do, because we're specialists in what we do, is react very quickly to a changing environment. So we started out by really helping people with the crisis management. So understanding where people were, understanding who needed to be brought home, who needed to be moved in quite a challenging environment to a specific place. Then we moved into another phase, which was really helping people deal with things like the refund vouchers that they were holding, managing to track where huge volumes, millions of euros and pounds worth of tickets where they were, and also how they could start to utilize that as they started to travel again, and make sure that they didn't just lose that money down a black hole. More recently, we've started to shift our focus towards enabling people to really have an optimal return to travel, and not just because obviously the landscape for most corporates has totally changed from how it was in 2019. So we've actually, one of the things that we're really bringing in the innovation zone this year is a simulation engine, which allows people to model what their future program should look like based on what they know about their future travel in terms of activity, volumes and behaviors. Allows them to bring in marketplace information, so to look at as fares and rates are quite volatile, allows them to react to that and start to budget and plan and work out what is their optimal program, for what is 2022's real optimal program and likely to be.
Great, that sounds fantastic. So what can PredictX do to help travel managers?
So I think, as I mentioned, simulation engine enables them to take into account not only past activity, but also allows them to predict what their future activity is likely to be. We're also enabling people to help push their sustainability agenda. So simulation engine allows them not just to model what the future costs are likely to be, but also to model what their future emissions are likely to be. And then they can start to get to a point where they're able to look at not just what a total future cost of travel is likely to be, but also the emissions, and then be able to do things like set budgets, set achievable targets, and start to proactively manage a sustainable return to travel.
Great, so you can provide some really proactive management tools for planning for the next couple of years.
Exactly, yeah. It's about thinking forward, I think, into what the future program looks like, and not just reporting on the past, which is probably where we need to be now.
Great, it sounds fantastic. I hope you have a really good couple of days. Thanks very much, Simon. Great talking to you. Thank you.